Hey there guys, it's Natural Nadine here and I'm back with another video. Today's video guys is going to be why I don't stretch my hair for 4 weeks or even longer than that I've seen recently. Now if you guys don't know, a lot of people tend to stretch their straight hair for 4 weeks or even longer. I've seen like 6 weeks recently. The main reason for this being that you can prolong your straight hair and thus end up putting a lot less heat on your hair. So the more you stretch your hair, the less you obviously straighten it and the less you need to wash your hair, and therefore you kind of use a lot less heat on your hair. So you'll see a lot of people stretching their hair, how I stretch my hair for 4 weeks, how I keep my hair straight for X amount of weeks. And in today's video, I'm going to be explaining to you just why I don't stretch my hair for that amount of time. So reason number one why I don't stretch my hair for about 4 weeks is because my hair is not trained to do so. Now, I'm a firm believer that you can train your hair to do numerous different things, but because I was a curly natural, like literally a few months ago, I would wash my hair every 7 to 10 days. So now that I'm a straight haired natural, it is a big jump for me to go from washing my hair every week to washing my hair every 4 weeks. And that is definitely a jump that my scalp is not used to. That's something that I've learned whilst I'm trying to stretch my hair. My scalp gets so irritated, especially after like week 2. It becomes itchy, it becomes flaky. And because it's itchy, I do end up scratching it. It's really bad to scratch your scalp with your nails, that is. And because it's itching, it literally ends up scabbing. That's how bad like the itching is. Like obviously scalps are sensitive anyways. Whenever I scratch my scalp, it starts to scab. For me, prolonging my straight hair is just not worth compromising my scalp's health at that time. It's been proven that over time, as you train your hair to like prolong wash days, that your sebum production actually regulates to match this. So you actually produce like less sebum as you train your hair to go longer without washing. But I'm not there yet. So for now, I listen to my hair, I listen to what my scalp needs, and if my scalp is itchy, irritated, and everything like that, it's time for me to wash. Reason number 2 is that silk pressed hair is very dry. Now, I've spoke this before in my What the Science Behind Heat Damage video, and that also talks about why silk pressed hair is essentially dehydrated. There's no kind of water in it. Even though the hair gets greasy over time and it's covered in sebum and oils and all sorts that kind of keep the surface of the hair coated, in terms of hydration, there's nothing. Now, if you guys don't know the difference between hydration in the cosmetic industry, whenever hydration is being mentioned, what they typically mean is at the core of the hair. So not the cuticle layer, not at the surface of the hair. So in the cortex, the hydration is like the water content in your hair at that stage. So that is the difference between kind of like hydration and moisture. So for me, wash day is the only time where I'm able to get that level of hydration, get water penetrating my hair really deeply. And so leaving that to 4 weeks or even 6 weeks for me is depriving my hair of hydration and leaving it prone to dryness. That is definitely another thing that my hair is not used to. My hair is used to being hydrated weekly or every 10 days because that's when I used to have a wash day. So to go from that to not being hydrated as often definitely lead to my hair being a lot more drier. So again, that's something I need to train into my hair routine. It's not something that I'm just gonna do cold turkey and stop hydrating my hair. This also leads me to another point, is that when it is wash day, I make sure to reach for hydrating products. Currently using the same products. I'm not really currently experimenting with hair products because I'm quite new to this straight hair natural journey. I'm literally only using products that I know my hair likes and that work for my hair. So the shampoo that I use is a hydrating shampoo. If you guys don't know the difference between a hydrating shampoo and a moisturizing shampoo, is that a hydrating shampoo actually hydrates the deep cortex of your hair. It helps the water to penetrate into the cortex of your hair, where a moisturizing shampoo tends to deposit moisture or oils or butter onto the surface of your hair to lock that moisture into your hair to prevent it from evaporating from the surface. So that is one thing that is also really important for when I do decide to stretch my hair for a lot longer. I'm reaching for hydrating product always, because it makes sure that the water penetrates deeper into the hair shaft than moisturizing products. Another thing is because when I'm prolonging wash day, I'm denying my hair a really good deep conditioning session. And deep conditioning is so essential for maintaining healthy and strong hair, especially if it's in its straight state. I mentioned in my previous video about heat damage, of how much straightened hair loses protein. I want to be able to do a treatment on my hair a little bit more often than once a month. The next reason why I don't stretch my hair for that amount of time is because my hair gets so greasy. Over 4 weeks, I don't even know how greasy my hair would get. Like, I don't even want to know how greasy my hair would get. And the greasier my hair is, the more I have to use dry shampoo to kind of maintain the style. Dry shampoo can be extremely damaging to your hair. One mistake that I've absolutely learned that's an absolute no-no is using excessively dry shampoo. So if you guys watched my how I maintain my hair at night video, I must have mentioned that I was using dry shampoo daily. I would not recommend that, because I really saw the effect of using dry shampoo daily on my hair, because it was getting so greasy. And I was trying to prolong it. It was like a vicious cycle. So right now I'm trying to train my hair to not get as greasy, and secondly, trying to stay clear of the dry shampoo. It's really hard to find a dry shampoo that has good ingredients, because it's literally made to dry your hair out, of which my hair's already dry. What I was finding was the more dry shampoo I was using, my ends, my ends, my everything was starting to feel really dry and brittle because of the overuse of dry shampoo to be able to prolong that style. If it's time to wash, I'm just gonna wash instead of caking my hair in dry shampoo, which I was previously doing, and which would also lead to other types of damage. The next reason is that 4-week-old hair is fragile. It is so fragile because of how dry it is at that time. You think about your hair that has a lack of hydration. It's had no hydration for weeks and weeks and weeks. All you've been doing is probably oiling your ends and relying on that sebum to coat your hair strand, because you might feel like your hair is strong because it's greasy, but because there's no hydration, your hair is actually quite dry and brittle and more prone to breakage, as well as on top of the fact that you are losing proteins. You haven't done a treatment in your hair for a long period of time. You'd have to be really careful when it comes to wash day and making sure that hair is not breaking as you're styling. That's one thing I kind of don't want to do, is to make my hair prone to breakage. And again, if you're prolonging your hair for 4 weeks and you don't do a proper wash day, or you don't do a proper deep conditioning treatment, it's another 4 weeks before your hair is going to get that loving, and again, it can make your hair prone to dryness. Now, what I found is a lot of the times it's people who don't wear their hair straight all the time that tend to prolong it for a longer period of time, because there's no harm in maybe you silk press your hair once or twice a year, and in that once or twice a year you prolong your hair for 4 weeks. No harm in doing that, because then after that you're going back to your regular weekly or bi-weekly treatments, deep conditioners, and so on and so forth. But for me, because I'm wearing my hair straight all the time now, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't really make that much sense for me at this moment in time to be prolonging my hair for that amount of time before it is trained to do so. If you guys are intrigued, I started off washing my hair and straightening my hair once every 2 weeks. I've now managed to get it to 3 weeks. Like, my last wash day was the first wash day that I've managed to stretch my hair for 3 weeks. I think 3 weeks is going to be my baseline for now, and then see how my hair likes it and see how my hair goes from there. If you also have any tips on how to prolong your hair, then let me know in the comments down below, because your girl is still learning. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.